Okay, take a look at this. This is the Iranian Shahed 136. It's cheap, it's simple, and honestly, it's been terrifyingly effective. It's kind of slow, it's loud, but it has completely changed the game on the modern battlefield. So when the Pentagon got its hands on one, they didn't just study it, they cloned it. And that brings up a really fascinating question.
I mean, seriously, why would the most advanced military on the planet bother copying a cheap Iranian drone? Well, the answer boils down to one simple, brutal reality: economics.
The numbers here are just, wow, they're staggering. You've got a single Tomahawk cruise missile, which is a workhorse for the US, costing about $2.5 million. Then you have the Shahed and its new American cousin, the Lucas, coming in at around $35,000. Iran basically built a discount cruise missile, and the Pentagon realized, hey, we need one of those too.
But here's where the story gets really interesting. The US didn't just make a carbon copy. Nope, they took the basic, super effective design and just pumped it full of cutting-edge American technology. They turned a pretty simple weapon into something incredibly sophisticated.
So, on the outside, they look like twins. I mean, they share the exact same 3.5-meter delta wing frame, but once you peel back the skin, you find two completely different machines, built for two completely different jobs.
See, the original Shahed is a blunt instrument. It's designed to be launched in these massive swarms on a path that's already been programmed, all just to overwhelm air defenses with sheer numbers. The American Lucas, though, that's a surgical tool. It's built for precision strikes on very specific targets, even when it's under heavy electronic attack. And the key to that difference? It's all about how they navigate.
The Shahed, it just relies on regular commercial GPS and its Russian equivalent, GLONASS. Both of these are unencrypted and super vulnerable to jamming. The Lucas, on the other hand, starts with the Pentagon's heavily encrypted military-grade M-code GPS. But it's the backup system that is the real game-changer here.
This right here is the Lucas drone's single biggest upgrade: its ability to find a target with pinpoint accuracy, even if its GPS is completely blacked out. And the crazy part is, it does this just by seeing.
Okay, the tech is called Digital Scene Matching Area Correlation, or DSMAC. It's a mouthful, I know, but the concept behind it is just brilliant. The drone literally navigates by looking at the ground and comparing what it sees to a 3D map stored in its memory. And get this, it's the exact same tech you'd find in a multi-million-dollar Tomahawk missile.
So, how in the world does this work? Well, imagine the Lucas is flying towards its target, and then, poof, its GPS signal gets jammed. The second that link is lost, the drone's flight computer just seamlessly switches to its backup. A high-def optical sensor under its belly snaps awake and starts taking rapid-fire pictures of the ground below.
Now here's where it gets truly amazing. The AI on board takes that live video feed and instantly converts the landscape, mountains, roads, rivers, into a digital wireframe mesh. It then lays this live mesh on top of the preloaded 3D satellite map it has in its memory, and it starts searching for a perfect match.
And we're talking a fraction of a second here. The algorithm finds that match. By recognizing, say, a specific ridge or a highway intersection, it instantly knows its exact position, altitude, and speed, all without a single signal from space. If it's drifted off course, the flight computer makes these tiny adjustments and locks it right back onto its path to the target.
A great way to think about it is like a high-speed puzzle solver. It's constantly comparing the unique shapes of the Earth below to the digital map inside its own brain. This continuous cycle of scanning, matching, and correcting is what makes it so devastatingly accurate, even when there's no GPS at all.
Now, of course, when you add all this advanced technology, there's going to be a trade-off. To make room for this super sophisticated guidance system, something had to go. And that brings us to the next big difference: the engine and, well, its operational range.
The original Shahed uses a pretty large 4-cylinder engine, which gives it a massive maximum range. We're talking up to 2,500 kilometers. The Lucas, though, uses a much more compact gas engine, which caps its range at about 800 kilometers. But here's the key difference: flexibility. The Shahed is locked onto one target right from the start. The Lucas can be dynamically retargeted to a whole new location, even after it's been launched.
So this shorter range isn't a weakness. It's a very deliberate, strategic choice. The US military basically traded a huge fuel tank for all the advanced electronics needed for precision guidance and that tactical flexibility. They chose a scalpel over a sledgehammer.
So regardless of how they get there, both drones end their mission in the same very dramatic fashion. The final attack phase.
When it's time to strike, both the Shahed and the Lucas pitch into this steep 80-degree dive. And this terminal velocity approach, it's not just for accuracy. It's designed to give enemy air defenses almost zero time to track it, lock on, and react before it's too late.
Both of these drones can carry a standard high-explosive warhead that, creates a massive blast. But the Lucas has an upgrade, a specialized anti-tank warhead. When this thing detonates, it fires a molten, high-velocity slug of metal that's capable of punching straight through the heavy armor of a main battle tank.
Hey, if you found this breakdown useful and you want to see more explainers on the technology that's shaping our world, please go ahead and give this a like and subscribe. It really helps us keep making these deep dives.
So what's the big takeaway here? Well, the US didn't just clone an Iranian drone. It adopted a philosophy. It took the whole idea of a low-cost, disposable weapon and fused it with the kind of high-tech precision that was once only for multi-million-dollar missiles. And that leaves us with a fascinating, and maybe a little unsettling, question for the future of warfare. When technology this precise and this deadly costs less than a new car, who really has the advantage?